Hi, today I'm going to show you some ways of making slime. Now, whatever year you're in, the one thing you always seem to want to do is make slime. It's quite tricky in school because making it with about a class of 30, you need a lot of resources, and also it can get pretty messy when you're all wanting help and it's all going wrong. But you can do it at home. Now, I take no responsibility for any damage that you do to your carpet, furniture, your clothes, your hair with your slime at home. It's down to you. I'll show you how to make the slime, but it's up to you what you do with it then. Okay, so ingredients. First of all, we need some PVA glue. PVA stands for polyvinyl alcohol. Poly means lots of, so lots of vinyl alcohol molecules joined together in a string. From Poundland, only cost £1, so that's fine. Bicarbonate of soda, or sodium bicarbonate, doesn't matter which way round. I just got this from Aldi, it's very cheap. You've probably got some in your kitchen already. If your mum does any baking or cooking, or you do, you've probably already got that. Food colouring. If I was in school, I use the gel colouring in tubes, but I've left them all at school, so it doesn't really matter. I've just got ordinary liquid food colouring. I would say don't add lots of different food colourings in. It seems to have some kind of an effect on the recipe, and it seems to stop it from coming together as a slime. So I would only use one colour, maybe mix two colours if you really want to, but I wouldn't start sticking in. I've had children just stick in all the different colours and it just doesn't work. We end up having to throw it away and start again. And then the important thing is this lens solution. I use this Boots own brand lens solution because it has the ingredients in that it needs. It is expensive. I always buy a big bottle, obviously, because I do it with a lot of children. I think this is about £8 or £9 for this big bottle. I can't remember exactly. You can buy smaller bottles. But what I would say is you need the sodium borate or the boric acid in there. I don't know if you can see on the ingredients. It needs to have boric acid and sodium borate. They are the chemicals in there that activate it. Now, I used to just buy borax. You can buy borax off the internet and make it into a solution and use it. But in school, if we make it with borax, we can't let you take it home, which seems ridiculous to me. Why would you want to make slime that you can't take home? So I got this recipe from a lady called Sarah, who has a Facebook page, Sarah's Adventures in Science. And she recommended using this. Although it has boric acid and sodium borate in it, they are at low levels that are safe. And obviously people use this to clean their contact lenses, which then go in their eyes, so it is safe for you. But of course, always wash your hands after making or handling slime. So let's have a look. I will tell you her recipe as we go through. She says to start with 3 tablespoons of the PVA glue. Now, in school, I would measure the 3 tablespoons, but I'm just going to put a bit of a splodge of glue in there. Right, then you want to add about ½ teaspoon of your sodium bicarbonate. See if I can get the lid off. Now the lid doesn't want to come off. There we go. So I've got my measure, ½ teaspoon sodium bicarbonate in there. Then we can add our food colouring. You really only want a drop. You don't want to put loads in. My food colouring has obviously been hanging around in the kitchen for a while, has gone really thick and gloopy. So there we go, I've got red in there. It will stain your clothes and your hands. Now, when I do it at school, this is the point where I have always added the shaving foam, if I'm going to use shaving foam. And I like to use shaving foam for 2 reasons. It makes it slightly fluffy. It makes it a bigger lump of slime that you've got, and it also makes it smell really nice. Now, the shaving foam I usually use is from Morrison's. It costs £1 a tin. It's Morrison's nutmeg range or something. I've left it at school, so I've pinched my husband's shaving foam. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this slightly differently. So you can add some shaving foam now. I'm going to do it a different way to what I've done at school before. So if you're watching me and you think, well, this isn't how you did it with us, no, it's not. But I just used this method this morning and it worked quite well, so I'm going to go with it. So now we're going to add the activator. Sarah's recipe says a teaspoon of activator. I have never really bothered measuring the activator. I've always just added it and seen how it is. add it slowly. You can always add more. You can't take it out once you've put it in. If you over-activate it, you will end up with kind of like a putty that isn't very stretchy and just snaps. You can fix that. You need to add more glue, more sodium bicarbonate, but just don't want to waste it anyway if you spent money on it. And you probably can get cheaper ones possibly that have those ingredients, but make sure it's got the ingredients. So I'm going to add a little bit of the lens solution. Start stirring. It's starting to come together. Not enough yet, but it has started to come together. People say to me, how do I know when my slime's ready? If you can pick it up without getting it all stuck to you, it's ready. Now I can't pick that up without getting it all stuck to me, so I'm going to add a little bit more of my lens solution. You can really see it's coming together now, isn't it? It's really coming together as a slime. Now the best way to get slime going really is to pick it up and knead it. Once you can, pick it up and start kneading it. So there we go. It's not brilliant yet, but the more you knead it, the more you play with it, the more it will come together, the more it will form that slime. So we're getting not a bad slime. So this is just no shaving foam in there as yet. It's just the glue, the sodium bicarbonate, a little bit of food colouring and the activator.